Hello, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box below. You can also now book initial kinesiology balances with me if you are local to Brisbane. So I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the little moss agate gaming controller, then this will be your reading. And I've got a little write-up from when my son chose this crystal, so I'll read that straight to you. Moss agate is known for stabilizing the aura, keeping you grounded and connected to the earth. It shields you against negative energies and encourages growth, fertility, abundance, creativity, and optimism. Moss agate brings a sense of balance and well-being. And the little gaming controller could have some sort of relevance to you. Maybe you like gaming, or maybe you feel like life's a bit of a game. It could have some connection to that world, that industry. Anyway, let's look into your reading, group 1. We have Leo in this reading. I can see Scorpios here as well. Libra, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Leo quite strongly here. Those are the main, and Aquarius as well. Those are the main energies here in your reading. Bit of fixed energy here. Could be dealing with some stubbornness within yourself or someone else. But yeah. Let's jump in first of all with the past energy. It's very interesting, this reading. It's kind of all over the shop, but we'll get through it. So in the past, we have the 4 of Wands, the Sun, and the 3 of Wands. So in the past, I can see here that it looks like it's been a pretty nice time for you around the home space. With the Sun, the 4 of Wands there, maybe you've had like an event with family or some sort of gathering and been just enjoying company of family or people that you feel very connected to. There's a lot of bright light here with the Sun, so like definitely feeling a lot lighter in the home space. Maybe you've been doing some cleaning and some sorting, or just generally enjoying being at home, which is interesting because you've got the Wombat Spirit, be at home, and you've also got the Solitude card here as well. So it definitely shows that that's the right thing for you to be doing right now. It's just sort of enjoying your home space, or enjoying being maybe a bit more of an internal time, even if you are catching up with friends or family. With the 4 of Wands, there could have been some sort of significant event recently in the past, a celebration, anniversary, some kind, but or a birthday even. We've got a family coming together by the fire. It's quite a sweet picture on the inside of the home. So definitely some good vibes here in the recent past. With the 3 of Wands, we're sort of looking to the future and expecting something to be coming your way. You're wondering what is next for you. Maybe you're a bit uncertain about what's to come. We've got the Lighthouse here, and with the Lighthouse, I'm just like heard loneliness. So maybe loneliness is something you're moving through at the moment, and maybe you're, and I'm also getting like warning someone of danger. So it's like maybe you feel like you're like the lonely lighthouse keeper who warns other people off or from danger. Maybe you feel like you need to protect people from you or from a situation. There's something going on there. But with the 3 of Wands here, there's definitely something you anticipate coming towards you. You're waiting for something or someone. In the current energy moving into the week ahead, we're starting with the 3 of Swords, the 9 of Swords. This is not the most comfortable energy to be moving through. You can see somebody's got a bit of like a voodoo doll here. They're putting pins in and they're very scornful. And then you've got someone who's trapped in a cage, but the cage isn't even shut. You could literally just walk out of that cage. So there's a situation here that's very painful for you, and maybe you feel like you're being controlled by somebody, or you may feel like there's a situation that's just out of your hands and it causes a lot of pain for you and a feeling of stuckness that isn't actually true, because the door is wide open. You could just walk out. It's like you're keeping yourself stuck in a painful situation. There's something going on around that. But with the Death card next and then the Star after that, it shows that there's a healing to this situation as well. It's like something you are moving through. You're just coming to realize maybe this week that you're actually not so stuck, or that, you know, there's going to be a shift in this energy. I do feel for you this week. Death is the ending. We have got a gravesite here. So for some of you, this may also be around a lost loved one, or feeling like time is running out. I see the egg timer here. You may feel like time is running out in a situation, but there's still hope with the Star card there. The Star card is a card of renewal of hope and feeling like the stars are aligning for you, that you can trust that what's right for you will be written in the stars and it will come true for you. There's a sense of destiny in this situation for some reason. And there's also like, I'm getting like a true north or a north star as well. And when I look at the Queen of Cups, I can kind of see that, like there's some sort of feminine figure who is your north star. Take it how it resonates, but I do feel like, so some of you, this is somebody who's in spirit who guides you. For some of you, this is somebody you love dearly, and there's reverence between the two of you here. There's a lot of love and gentleness, kindness, understanding. But this person isn't fully materialized in the Queen of Cups here either, though. So it's like something destined to come, perhaps. Next, we have got Judgment as well. This is, like I said, this is an interesting week for group 1, an interesting reading. Maybe like this could be in your internal world a fair bit though, because all the major arcanas could be more of like a process you're going through rather than external events. But hey, we'll leave it for you to discern. Judgment, when I saw Judgment, what did I hear? Something like some make the cut and some don't. Like, and there's something about a situation where you want to make the cut for something. I'm not sure what that's about, but just the way the image is portrayed, where some people are ascending to heaven and others are falling into the pits of hell. A typical Judgment Day, right? I feel like you want to be careful. There's something here about like wanting forgiveness, or wanting to like, you're wanting to make the cut, you're wanting to be accepted, or you're wanting things to go in the way. Obviously, you're wanting to ascend in this situation and not fall down into the pits of hell. And it's interesting because you've even got the Devil in your reading here in the outcome, and the 8 of Cups. I'm like, spoiler alert, but we'll get there. And it's sort of, it makes me realize it's like there's a lighter energy here that's calling towards you, a healing energy. And I feel like it's time for you to, I'm not sure, just ponder that and consider what does that mean for you? What does that look like to choose the lighter energy, to not fall down into this thing that's got you feeling trapped and somebody's quite spiteful or vengeful towards you. Yeah, and then at the end of your week, you have the Knight of Cups and the 7 of Cups, which is interesting because I feel like it shows that you're not too certain. I'm getting that of like, you know, even my words, like I'm not even certain of what to say or how to articulate what I'm feeling here. But it feels like the road ahead is a little jumbled, or a little bit uncertain. 7 of Cups, you could be having a lot of wild dreams, as the image shows here. I know I've been having some pretty hectic dreams lately, but that's not uncommon for me. There's a lot of messages in my dreams, and perhaps for you too. Maybe it's time to be writing them down. This Knight of Cups looks like a woman on the horse here. There may be somebody who has romantic interest for you, but you're not sure, or they're not sure, or there's definitely something going on in relationships for you that's like you're not sure how it's all going to pan out, if it's going to work out how you want it to or if it's going to be, I'm hearing, a big disaster. Maybe you're worried that something's going to be a disaster, or you're not sure where to put your energy or your focus next. But there is a need for you here that, well, I can't avoid the armor. Like, I want to say that there's like an adventure to go on. There's like a path to go down that's like, you've got to be self-protected and prepared for this. This is an interesting read. There's a lot of emotion around the situation, or there's like a lot of unpredictability and darkness at times. So I think it's like you want to just protect yourself when you're having to deal with that energy. You may be getting dreams about things. I think it's important that you do write things down. Good dreams, bad dreams, all of it. You're getting a lot of messages through your dreams. But there's like this, you're just not certain of what's to come or how things are going to unfold. And that's okay. That's fine. You don't need to know. If you don't know, you don't need to know. That's okay. Just be at home. Just like find solitude and peace and do what you can, look after your body, get on with your day, fulfill your routine, your responsibilities, and just trust. But there is this, what is this? The Six of Swords. Yeah, trying to leave behind this mental stress in relation. Because I'm like, what is this Queen of Cups, Six of Swords? Something's trying to take you to a peaceful place. There's an energy that's like there for you, that supports you and loves you. And this is energetic. So there's something or someone that does want the best for you, and they are sending you their energy and their care, their love, their support. 10 of Wands is the bottom deck for this reading. So, you know, this is and the Lovers reversed. Yeah, there's definitely a love situation here that's very heavy for you. Hard to make a commitment, or hard to make a choice, or you've missed out on a choice. But there's like a gypsy woman doing a reading on his palm, so it's like someone, I don't know, it's like when it's reversed, it makes me feel like it's like, hey, how come that prophecy didn't come true, or how come it didn't turn out how I thought it would. So in the area of challenge, we have Temperance reversed and the Knight of Swords. Temperance reversed is lack of patience and feeling imbalanced. So at times you may struggle with feeling like lack of control, or that things are just a little overwhelming in your mind. With the Knight of Swords, this is like this. He's trying to. I just saw 11:11 then. He's trying to get into this door, but obviously it's locked and he's not allowed in. So there's like, maybe that's the problem right now, is you're feeling locked out of a situation. This is the 78 Doors Tarot, by the way, but there's a lot of doors in this deck. But I feel like, yeah, the challenge right now is having to be patient when their doors are shut, or not being able to get through, and maybe even like working it up in your mind, or like there's times when there's like a lot of mental overwork or overwhelm, and like maybe you're wanting to say something but then you pull back, or there's lots of mental stress around that situation. What will help with the challenge? Interesting. Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Six of Cups is about reunion. It's about soulmates. It's about people from the past. And then the Two of Cups is about union, commitment, connection, soulmates again. So there's a lot of strong energy around soulmates and connection here. So this to me I take what resonates for you. I think you need to fit this in your own situation. With the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups, this could be someone from your past to reconnect with. For some others of you, it's more about focusing on your life, your children, your home space, and there's companionship with you already. Focus on the companionship that's already with you. For others of you, this is about a reunion, and that's what will help with the situation. To be, yeah, like they're exchanging gifts, these children. So it's like, these can be friends as well. So it's okay to connect this with friendship. It doesn't have to be, I mean, you know, that friendship looks like it will blossom into something more in the future when they're older. But right now it's just, you know, let's just be friends, and just having that connection, sharing, like there's a grandmother here reading to the children. So spending time in the home with the family, with the children, quality time, reading stories. I'm hearing creating stories. So maybe you're a writer or something. What you don't see coming is the Page of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Strength. What you don't see coming is, well, it's interesting because you actually have a tea leaf oracle vase with Secret Admirer, and then you have the Page of Swords. So there's somebody who does look out for you. Queen of Cups here again, like there's someone in spirit or energetically that keeps an eye on you or has a lot of care for you. Ace of Pentacles and the Strength card, perhaps they want to make an offer to you. You don't see this coming, but there's something they want to give you. But there's a strength here that's required in this situation. There's like a need to stay balanced and stay strong in this situation. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn from a new beginning that's here for you. And I feel like this person has a lot of answers to some of your questions, or they have, if it's not that, it's that they have access in life to a lot of different opportunities here. And this could be you as well, of course. I feel like there's a new thing that you're going to learn that's going to open up a lot of doorways for you as well. In the area of outcome for the tarot, we have the Eight of Cups, the Devil, and then the King of Cups. So this is what I was saying before about that, like wanting to make the cut with the judgment call. The Eight of Cups and the Devil came out first, and they came together. And so it's clearly here the situation where you are able to finally unplug from something that you have exhausted yourself with time and time again that is really toxic and unhealthy for you. So setting very healthy boundaries, or unplugging and walking away altogether, however you see fit. We've got the King of Cups here, which is a very loving energy. So this is, I feel like this is about like being clear about your heart space and what it is that you actually want, how you feel. Maybe there's also emotional manipulation that you have to deal with others, and it's something you don't want to have power over you anymore. So the outcome is you like leveling up away from this and trusting your own heart, following your own heart. This King of Cups has got the golden goblet, so it's like, I feel like it's like when you walk away from something really unhealthy and set a healthy boundary and live life on your own terms, you will get the golden goblet. So in the oracle cards today, you have the mushroom, and I'll read from the book for you. I actually, those that don't know, it's my young son that picks the crystals for the readings, and then you know, he goes off to school, and usually the crystals, always the crystals will have a direct relevance to the reading and the message here. Like for you guys, it was about, you know, shielding you against negative energy. We see the Devil here, and moving into fertility and abundance, creativity. We're sort of talking about writing and these keys here. There's definitely opportunities for growth. Anyway, with this particular deck, it's like dawn or dusk options, and he was already gone to school before I got to ask him, so I asked the cat and she chose dusk. This is great. Okay, I hope you dig. So anyway, it was little Pippi that chose, because Tilly was just like, she couldn't make up her mind. Anyway, most funguses grow underground and emerge on the surface to form bands of mushrooms commonly known as fairy rings. Common law suggests that stepping into these rings will put you in danger of being ensnared by the fairies. So watch your step. Personally, I like to get in them and dance. Drawing this card suggests that decisions you have made in the past are already starting to take effect. And for better or worse, you can't change them now. If it transpires that you've made the wrong choice, now is the time to learn from it and make better decisions next time, or you'll be stuck in a never-ending circle of repeating your errors. Okay, and that's interesting because you've actually got the moon card next with cycle. So I can see here in this reading too, it's like you are wanting to break a cycle. You are wanting something that's got a hold over you to no longer have that power in your life. Cycles, intuition, and phases with the moon. The waxing and the waning of the moon reminds you that nothing is static and that change is both inevitable and healthy. You just may not be able to see it all the time. The phases of the moon represent various energies as manifested in the growth and retreat cycles of nature itself. Nothing is ever at a standstill in the natural world, and the same goes for the energy flowing inside you. Sometimes you may find you retreat into yourself, and other times you reach outward for help. The moon card asks you to trust what your intuition tells you to do. Do you tend to withdraw when overwhelmed, or do you reach out for help? And I think it's to withdraw right now, because we've got the card Solitude next, and we've got, you know, Be at Home. You do have, a lot of support around that. So actually these two came out together, and then the Be at Home came with another one as well. So Solitude and Truth came out together. So it's like you're taking this time you need to find your truth. You've got a lot of cards here suggesting to really trust your intuition around this matter. Spend some time alone. In your life, this means to take your own counsel rather than relying on the opinions or dictates of others. Break away from the crowd. Be on your own. This card also speaks of self-resourcefulness, self-reliance, and tenacious individuality. If you're working on a project, trust your instincts and follow your own lead. Your creativity is at its peak. Let it flow. If you're in a relationship that is disempowering, this card suggests that it's time to step away. Take time to reassess your life. In solitude, you will thrive. This card also suggests safe haven, a sacred room for incubation and self-transformation. Definitely see the shift is going to happen this week for you around this. It doesn't mean it's all going to change, and there's still a sense of uncertainty and overwhelm at the end of the week. I can see that here, and wanting to make the right choice, but not sure which choice to make. 10 of Wands, there is heaviness. But it's like something you need to face head on, and I think that will create the shift, but there's energy behind you pushing you towards that anyway, so like the energy will gain momentum, and I do feel you're supported and pushed in that direction. So there's truth, trust, truth. Be honest with yourself and speak from your heart. Find your truth. Listen for what is sincere and honest in others. One of the most difficult things to know is what is true for you and what isn't. Sometimes it takes sincere silence to find your inner voice and truth, but once you find it, let go of anything in your life that isn't authentic. Share your truth with others. Release relationships in which you can't be yourself and can't be real. Be genuine. Being genuine can allow your spirit to fly and the song of your soul to be heard in the universe. So definitely a time of solitude to gain your truth. And these two cards came out together. You got a lot of doubles. You got a lot of cards. We've got the wombat and the armadillo. Both those animals, you just want to grab them and squish them. So we've got be at home and set healthy boundaries. And I think they really reiterate that same message. Being at home, of course, we already know and we can see that it is a time, especially the Four of Wands opening your reading, it is a time to really just cherish your home space. You know, really enjoy the blessings that the security, the safety, the comfort, all of those beautiful things, the privacy that you get from that home space. But we're going to read the Healthy Boundaries card from Armadillo. And learning to set healthy boundaries is a gift of Armadillo's spirit. You're entering a phase where, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you have to be discerning and say no to many things that may have been okay for you in the past. This also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin. What is yours to own and what is not? Know your limits and understand that it's an empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel all right. Armadillo's spirit is here to tell you that it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Be clear on what you are agreeing to. Declare what your needs are. Maybe declutter as well. Declare what your needs are and say no as a full sentence. These are acts of respect and kindness to others as well as yourself. Trust your body signals. You will know what to do. Armadillo's spirit guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. You might be taking on a bit too much, which is interesting because the next card you got was this one. Give less. I don't even know if you're allowed to swear on here. I don't think so. Give less stuffs. The less you give of stuff, the happier you will be. And then we've got third eye. They came together. So it's like, yeah, I think you really need to blindly trust that intuition that's telling you to unplug or to care less about a situation or someone's BS. So you also have a whole bunch that came out together from the higher self messages, and it's like a little message from your higher self. They're quite nice. So you're going to make mistakes and it's okay. Sometimes you learn by messing up. There's a lot of waterfall imagery here as well. Maybe some time by a waterfall would be really good for you. You will find your place in the world even when you don't know how. Despite the frustration, you're on your way to making all of your dreams come true, and true love will find you in the end. So especially the relationship message, those that took that from this reading, it definitely shows that it's like mistakes have been made, but things will come back around, or something will work out for you. So tea leaf oracle to finish your reading. We have forest, muddled and unclear thinking. We have cat with a two-faced friend. Careful who you trust at this time. Courage, a journey either physical or mental. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. And vase, as we saw before, you do have a secret admirer. So group 1, I keep going to say group 2 even before I started, so they might have a link to group 2, but anyway, I'll let you decide. The Fool, look at that. I love it. Fresh new beginning. Okay, yes, that's what I have for you, group 1, in this reading. I hope that it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box below. I've also opened up kinesiology sessions for those that are local to Brisbane. If you'd like to also look into my booking page, you'll see an initial consultation option if you'd like to book in a session of kinesiology for balance and healing. So that's what I have, group 1, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this dagger, then this one will be for you. So there's an angel here with a reef on the front, and it is used for cord cutting in this house. So that might be actually an interesting message. And I'm going to pull up a card that's right in the center of your reading too, which is really, really interesting. It's the Death card. But in this particular depiction, there's a rope here that's hanging by a single little thread. And then there's a knife just like this. So I think the message for the dagger for you is to cut cords from a situation or a person, to do a clearing, to finally release yourself from somebody's energy or from something that is no longer serving you. You do have protection here with the angel, and the reef is all about love. It can be about romance, prosperity, healing. There's a lot of different meanings for the reef. It's usually victory. Yeah, I did a little Google to see if anything came up in particular, and it was a lot about romance and stuff. So maybe it's about cutting away old romantic energies. But I'll leave it with you to do your own cord cutting and clearing. And it will only be the tip of it in the photo because it's much too big to sit on there. Every time he chooses something big, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? And for those that are new here, it's my young son who chooses the little crystals or the items that start the reading, and there's usually great relevance as to what he's chosen for how the reading plays out. So yeah, I can't really argue with him. When he chooses, and there's always a pretty good reason. Sometimes he'll give a message about why that item was chosen, but today, yep, that was it. So in your reading, group 2, I have some of the main energies is Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra. Those are the main energies. So it could be someone you're dealing with, or it could be your own chart that's activated, but doesn't matter too much. Let's jump in with the past energy. So in the past, we have Strength, the Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles. This is interesting. The past looks a little challenging, to say the least, maybe a little sluggish at times. What I'm seeing here is a situation where you have had to, I'm hearing steal your heart. And I mean steal as in like literally the steel of the blade. There's a lot of knives, actually, long swords here. So using this sword of intellect, clarity, logic, rather than emotion. And there may have been a chaotic situation. See the magic here, but there's a tornado in the background and this lion in the Strength card. I feel like there's a situation that I'm hearing threatened to take you under. Somehow something could have pulled you under, pulled you off track, or really knocked you around. Maybe it literally did. But what I'm seeing here is you using your intellect over your emotions to see the situation from a new perspective and pick yourself up and move on forward. This is a situation that required a lot of your strength, and for you to really unplug from the emotional charge, and for you to accept that there's some things that you cannot change. The Hanged Man here is often, a card of feeling stuck, or that, there's it's hard to see why things have to be the way they are or why things turned out the way that they did, but there's always an answer to that. There's always another perspective to look at, to see that there's a blessing somehow. There's some silver lining here somehow. And I think that you've been working really hard at that with the Strength card and the Queen of Swords. You've also had a lot of experience in the past, maybe in similar circumstances, or maybe you just have a lot of wisdom and understanding and a broader perspective of life and the trials and tribulations we get offered. So you have this ability to navigate it a little better than you had in the past, maybe. Or there's something here about you. You've really, like, I'm getting that it's really tested your faith, or there's a test of some kind here. I think it's got you, I'm just seeing the broom. For some reason, I'm feeling like lack of cleaning. So maybe it's made you feel stagnant, or things haven't been getting cleared away. But now it's like time for you to start doing that, or you've recently started clearing things away, decluttering, clearing your energy, like with the cord cutting knife there. We have the Knight of Pentacles next, which is a card of moving forward very slowly. It's a slow going journey here. But it's happening. You've got all these tools at your belt. You've got a little pussycat to come with you here. It definitely shows that this is a time for you to be open to the journey ahead and be inquisitive, but not in a rush to get to the next chapter or the next section. Like what you're moving through right now, next is the Four of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords as well. So what you're moving through right now needs to be moved through. It's something that is clearly deeply on your mind. Look at these cobwebs here. So there's definitely a message of like getting to the cleaning of something. Like maybe you're doing a spring clean, or maybe you're like the cleaning is more metaphorical, where you're just like clearing out your thoughts and like rumination with the Eight of Swords. Maybe you're feeling like trapped in a thought cycle about a person or a situation, but it's like this week you're cutting that cord. Here it is. You're ready to move forward and through this and sort of relinquish something once and for all, I'm getting. And with Death here, it's like, when one door closes, another door does open. And that's what's really awesome, because after the Death card, you've got the Page of Wands, and what a free-spirited energy that is. And there's a new journey, there's new people to meet along the path ahead. You're going to be meeting, two significant people here that are going to be coming into your life, I do feel, for different reasons. You'll know as they come along, but there's certainly a journey to be had here. For some of you, it's organizing travel, or there will be travel. Like definitely for some of you, there's a really strong travel message that you're either planning a trip or it's happening soon. But this is a card of feeling lighter, especially given that you've come out of the Eight of Swords. So any rituals you feel drawn to do, any cord cutting, whatever it is, release in a fire, a burning bowl, just straight exercise. You're traveling light in this Page of Wands though. There's something about traveling light. So making the way easier for yourself. Bit of gardening would be nice, I'm seeing. Next is the King of Swords, and I feel like this is a character you're dealing with this week. You've got the Queen of Swords earlier in the past energy. Now the King of Swords, I feel like this is a conversation you're having with somebody who might be a little bit out of touch with their emotions as well. They're just trying to keep things logical, and sometimes this can be a harsh energy, but it doesn't always have to be. I feel like this person's like explaining the procedure, or explaining what needs to happen, or there's something about someone coming to you to explain something to you. There'll be a conversation, a message from someone. It could be, it'll likely be a face-to-face conversation, but it could be over the phone or something. But I do feel like this person needs to explain, I'm hearing explain themselves, but it could be about explaining a situation. Maybe they're teaching you something, or maybe they're helping you understand what's written in this book here. There's something about this though that is like a little bit cold. It is a little bit cold. this person or what they have to say. And that's okay. You've got the Nine of Cups after the King of Swords at the end of your week. So at the end of your week, there is some sort of wish fulfillment, something very, something that makes you very happy coming in for you. Might actually get a little peek into what that might be, because I don't know if it's connected to the King of Swords or not. It could be, but I'm not sure. Underlying energy for your reading before I go shuffling the deck is the Four of Wands, which is a celebration. It's being around like-minded souls. It's enjoying your home space, changing, spring cleaning, redecorating, reorganizing. It's going to events, like they're at like a county fair sort of thing, a country festival or something like that. There's definitely a getting together with friends. That could be the Nine of Cups for you. It could be just to get together with friends. And look at this, so we've got the Five of Cups, the Fool. So it's like there's been a really sad time for you. Oh yeah, the Tower. Okay, so after a Tower moment has knocked you down and made you feel really sad, there's a lot of grieving, there's a lot of grief here. There's a lot of, like, I'm hearing mourning for somebody. So somebody may have lost someone very special to them. After a while, it's come to a point where you are ready to go off on your own and find a new happiness, find your new adventure. And in that happiness is like-minded spirits and friends and a really beautiful community. So that could be the Nine of Cups right there. After grief, things turning around and you're starting to see the blessings coming into your world. Oop. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. There's a sense of competition in this energy here with the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands. And I feel like with this, it could be like maybe you win a competition, or you gain a nomination in a competition, or there's something to do with your work that's very fulfilling, but it comes with its challenge or competition or sense of strife or sense of conflict. Let's get one more. Yeah, okay. And as I was shuffling, I'm hearing getting out of the drama, and I just saw the Fool, which we saw earlier. We got Temperance here. And so what I get with that is you're like, what's beautiful about this is you're actually freeing yourself from someone's drama. Look at her peaceful, serene, sitting on the beach by herself. And I feel like it's like you just slowly focusing on yourself and making your life easier and better and more functional. Maybe you're like following a strict routine that helps you get things done. And it's like you're unsubscribing and you're unplugging from some chaos or drama, and that just makes you feel like you're winning. I think that's really nice. But I also feel like it's time with friends as well. In the area of challenge, we've got the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Hierophant. So the area of challenge is about not maybe having clarity around a situation to do with a commitment. You might be feeling like uncertain what's going on with a certain commitment you're involved in or were involved in. I feel like for some of you it's communication as well. You might not be able to communicate to somebody. You feel like you're kind of stabbing in the dark with a situation. You're not sure like how to handle it or what to do. I think the advice here is to stay in logic though. Definitely stay in the logic. Do not let emotions overwhelm you or take you. I'm not actually seeing much overwhelm of emotion in this week at all. There's mental stress a little bit here, but I do feel like you're very grounded in your truth. Maybe it's just seeing things clearly and articulating how you feel. And I'm getting like not wanting to say the wrong thing to someone as well. Like you want to pick your words wisely with somebody in a conversation you need to have. Yeah, Eight of Wands, definitely pick your words wisely with all these wands flying everywhere and just trying to grab the right one and like not sure. It's a bit chaotic. So you might be dealing with a situation with regards to a commitment that you don't really know how to deal with, but how do you deal with it? What will help with the challenge? We have the Three of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Two of Wands. So when I saw this immediately, I've got that you need to not take on drama and jargon. I don't know, jargon, that's a funny word. Stuff that's not yours, things that are not yours to carry. Make sure that if you're working in a group with people, if you're committed to some sort of joint project or something here, something that you're in a commitment with, other people or another person, make sure that you are doing your fair share of the work and not doing their share of the work as well. You're not doing the heavy lifting for other people. And if you find yourself in that position, it might be time for you to look in a different direction with the Two of Wands being there. And even still, I think it's important for you to maybe even figure out what groups are weighing heavy on you, what people are in your life that don't really support you, or where you don't feel like there's understanding, or at least people putting in a fair share of the effort, and looking at changing the way you do things or going in a whole new direction entirely. What you don't see coming, when I was shuffling an extra card, this fell here, and I'm going to keep it here because I feel like I heard that it belongs there. I was like, all right, we'll just leave it. So we have the Three of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the World, and the Seven of Swords. This is a tricky energy, but look with the World here, it's like you're coming out and away from that. Somebody is coming after you with that. They have a lot of pain behind them. So what you don't see coming is somebody who's come from a very painful situation is coming towards you with some sort of cup of love and offer. They want to, they want something with you. For some of you, this person you don't trust, and maybe you don't trust them because you've got history with this person. For others of you, it might be you don't trust them because you have had your own experiences in the past that make you very wary. And then there's also the message that this person could have, they could be a very untrustworthy person. I think you'll get the feeling straight away and trust that feeling instantly. The first feelings you get in that regard. That's not fear, but it is intuition. Try and discern that. But with the Seven of Swords, I feel like this person, you've either got history with this person, they're coming towards you, and it's like that it's for the last time, because you will finish things up. You might have a conversation where it really closes things out and you feel good about moving on and moving forward with your life. And if this is a new person coming in, then just maybe be very wary and careful of what baggage they bring with them, and their behavior. Pay attention to the red signs, red flags. Seven of Swords is, like with the Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, like, you probably can't trust this person, but they may seem very sweet. But like I said, it may not even be that this person is a bad person or anything. I don't want to say that. I just feel for some of you, this is just a situation where you're like they've come from a lot of pain and struggle, and they are offering you something, and it's up to you what you choose to do. Everyone will be different, but it is like an end of a cycle here that's happening, and then you're starting a fresh cycle. And there's a lot of cards in your oracle that really encourage new beginnings and good things that are to come. And the outcome is no different. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Wands in your outcome. So Four of Pentacles looks like you might shut the door on someone or a situation, like you really are locking it down, protecting your assets potentially. For some of you, there may be some like financial investments you're wanting to protect or to save money in some way. But I do see that this can also be a message of you like having to block someone for your own sanity or for your own peace, or to just we've got the three of Pentacles, Ten of Wands here. So if that is a situation that's really been really heavy for you and you're needing to just protect yourself, that's what's necessary. And then moving away from that energy in the outcome is going to bring you a lot of success. In the sense that you're going to be feeling better about yourself. It'll improve all other areas of your life. I really do feel like that one little change, one no that you say to someone, or to let go, to cut the cord, to whatever it is you need to do with the Six of Swords, it's really going to lead you towards something beautiful, somebody who actually gets you and knows your worth and values you. And if it's to do with a work situation, then you're going to be clearly very successful in whatever that role is that you take on. Or this can also be a card of like getting a promotion, being seen and noticed. If your work is online, you might get more attention for your work just by looking after yourself, just by having boundaries. I'm getting actually boundaries with yourself in this one as well, like strict diet and routine, and having to-do lists, and having like a schedule that you make sure you get it all done. to give you more peace of mind so that you can build success for yourself. Like, I feel like you're making yourself your own project at the moment, and that might be what's needed. I think that is what's needed, because you've got goals. I can see that. And there's like, you're going to be helping a lot of people in the future. I do feel that. And so it's paramount that you reach these goals. I'm using so many words today that I don't normally would ever say in my normal language. So I'm like, does that word even fit there? Because I don't use that word very often. Anyway, there are people that are relying on you in the future. They don't even know they're relying on you yet. Like, if this is there's things you're yet to do that are very dependent on where you put your energy and your focus at this time, and how you work towards achieving your goals. And you may need a little bit of help. You may need some help. You may need some sort of coaching or guidance or support to really get you where you're going, because you need to be there. Something very important about where you're going, and you need to release all this stuff around you at the moment that doesn't need to come with you, and who doesn't need to come with you, because just where you go is very important. I really do feel that. Like, these people, they're all faded out because they're in the background, but they're actually in the foreground in a sense, in the sense that they're in the future, and this is you in the future. And it's like, the choices you make will materialize as this scene where you are there and they are relieved to see you there. So maybe you're studying to become, something that then people will utilize your services, and you are the one they needed for the job type thing. I don't know. All right. Anyway, we'll jump into the oracle cards for your reading. So we have Cherry first of all, and I will have a look. I didn't mark the books. Usually I just open the page and then pop it down and go to it when it's time, but I didn't do that. I just hit record. Anyway, in the south of England, wild cherry trees are associated with the cuckoo. A common belief in this region says that the cuckoo will continue to sing until it has eaten its fill of cherries thrice over. An abundance of resources means that this is the perfect time to focus on what your body is telling you. What does it need to support it right now? Whether that's a balanced diet or more regular sleep schedule, listen to its needs and it will guide you forward. Exactly what I was saying about like having good routines, really like making yourself your project. And like, as I was reading that, I was seeing the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Like there's some heaviness. Maybe you're feeling like sluggish because you haven't been taking care of yourself as well as you could be. But maybe you're needing the help to get you moving in a new direction though. And don't be afraid to ask for that help. Even if the help is just a couple of Google searches for inspiration and ideas, or like to, how do you, So we have chamomile. And I really should have opened it first because these ones aren't even numbered. 59. I have to go to the back. Okay, chamomile. Gentleness, relaxation, and sleep. I feel like group 2 have got a lot of like relaxation messages over the last few weeks. So if you have been taking it easy, then clearly that's what you're meant to be doing. And it's continuing to just go easy on yourself. Sure, get the stuff done. There's clearly like goals and achievement here, but and plans to execute. But I do feel like, having a good sleep schedule is really important for you at this time. Just looking after yourself, getting to bed at a reasonable hour. With its gentle energy and flavour, chamomile suggests that perhaps you need to slow it down a bit. There's something in your life that's draining you or wearing you down, a relationship, a situation. And chamomile card quietly reminds you that if you're in a state of exhaustion, you won't be able to do the work that will be required in the future, either at all or to the extent you'll need to. Chamomile invites you to take a pause, step away from your work, whatever kind it may be, and give your mind, body, and spirit time to find balance and equilibrium. Have you struggled to give yourself permission to rest recently? Okay, these cards all came out together, so I took them together because the story was so beautiful. It was miracles, new beginnings, and wonders. And I just thought, well, that's the journey ahead for group 2s right now. And the miracles one was the most profound one, because it's like, I feel like this is not expected. There's the good things that are coming your way, you don't expect them. And it's after the storm, right? We've got the rainbow here. It's something you don't see coming. It's like a believe in the impossible, you know, sort of thing. Like, stay very open to miracles, and like, you can't logically figure it all out and how it's all going to unfold and work out. Stay open to the magic. There's new beginnings here for you, and wonders is another card of being open to the wonders that are available to you. So I wonder if I'll like read them all, or definitely going to go to miracles. The storms of the past are passing and your dreams are coming true. No matter what has happened in the past, your future holds abounding miracles. Good fortune, celestial beauty, and inner divinity are expanding within you. Believe that your life is guided. Trust in the goodness of the universe. A celestial bridge to the heavens is opening for you. Start a health program, invest in your career, or initiate a relationship, and good fortune will manifest. Blessings are flowing in all directions. Believe that you deserve the best, because you do. Bounty, joy, blessings, and miracles are flowing your way. Oh, and the next card is literally new beginnings, so let's go straight to it. Your life is expanding in profound and wondrous ways. New experiences and ideas are emerging. Vitality and wide open opportunities are at hand. Seize the day. This is a perfect time to begin a new project or give birth to an emerging idea. Timing is everything, and the time is now. Anything and everything is possible. Good fortune awaits you. The rising sun is the ultimate symbol of the Yang principle, expanding power and activity. You are radiant and luminous. There is a glow within you that can be felt by all. Yes, yes, definitely. And I feel that happens after you have this shift this week from the Eight of Swords, death, and then that Page of Wands. Like, how trapped, and because this is a self-imposed prison. This is like feeling full of self-doubt, constantly worrying and having a lot of fear about a situation you have no control over, or feel like you have no control. Not listening to the positive voice that's in your head that's telling you that it's going to be okay, and you know that, yeah, there's a big shift here, definitely. Wonders just around the corner. Exciting possibilities are waiting for you. Wonders will be abounding in your life. Sometimes they won't be apparent at first. Nevertheless, they are there. The more you see them and embrace them, the more these possibilities will grow in magnitude. Celebrate and cherish even the smaller ones, no matter how tiny they may seem. Let go of expectations. Don't limit the way you think that wondrous events could appear in your life. Be open if you believe anything and everything is possible. So I was saying about the miracles, like, truly, you don't know how it's going to unfold and what's going to happen for you, but I feel like that's such a good thing. I feel like that's an exciting thing. And then you have cow spirit with the miracles are endless. Like, this is such a good feeling. It is. So cow spirit, where are you? There we go. Cow spirit. And look at this beautiful abundance of flowers all around us. There's so much beauty around you in your life, in your home space, what you create. I do feel a message of gardening for someone here. Someone may want to get into the garden, or even if you don't have maybe you live in an apartment, maybe it's about getting like some plants that, you know, can sit on the windowsill or something like that. Some fresh herbs in the kitchen. You are at a beautiful point in your life today, for your needs are being met effortlessly in so many ways. Fully embrace this truth by focusing on all that you have right now, including the positive relationships that sustain you, the work you are proud to do to contribute to the world, and the activities that inspire you and nourish your soul. Cow spirit nudges you to pay attention, because this is the perfect time to focus on the choices, actions, and behaviors that feed your soul and bring your heart contentment. Now is also the time when you will see many of your projects and commitments that were set in motion in the past begin to yield valuable gifts that will bring you joy and love and sustain you for a long time to come. Stay positive and share your well-being with others. The more you share, the more you will manifest, so be generous. The cow spirit promises you will never run out of miracles. Endless. So we have two cards from the self-care prompts, and one is forgiveness is for you. Forgive others and yourself because your soul deserves peace. And that's probably what the World card's about. If this is a past person coming in to offer you something, the offer is small. It's a Knight of Cups, right? And it's sweet, but look at even the sharks in the water, actually. Like, can you really trust that person or that situation? I think it's the beauty of the World card being here is like, I don't think you're all that phased. I think you're past it. I think you're good, you know, and you're forgiving of the situation, and you know, everyone's at their own level of learning. I think you do have this broader, like I was talking about the Queen of Swords earlier in the reading, like you do have a broader understanding of life and its trials, its tribulations, and human nature, and all of that is something you really do grasp quite well, even if it hurts sometimes, you know. Yeah, you deserve the peace, and you're leveling up anyway. Like, you're on to bigger and better things. Like, look at the World card. It really radiates that energy in the image, I do feel. Start small, start today, just start. The sky is the limit. I'm getting like exercise and working out for someone a few times while I was like reading the Cow Spirit, and I was like reading something else, and I was kept thinking of like exercise and, you know, looking after your body. So leveling up could be to do with that. It could be just start small, start today, start with a walk, or start with, you know, 3 sets of 15 of something, you know. So we have some higher self prompts. So these are like a message straight from your higher self. I promise you it does get better. Don't soothe your pain with momentary pleasures. That could be anything at all, any distractions or things that aren't good for you. You're stepping into a brand new chapter. New beginnings, new chapter. There's definitely a need of strength and self-control in some areas, and to actually get that ball rolling and make things happen for yourself. Like, you're the variable here. You've got to make it be. So we've got a bunch of tea leaf to finish your reading, group 2. We have cracked cup with dissatisfaction with life. Definitely been a moment here on the path. A misunderstanding with wall. Maybe there's a wall between you and another, and it's like everything broke and fell apart. But we have bird flying with news is on the way. I'm just looking down like, is that the news? I hope it's better news than that. We'll see. Box, you will receive a gift. Leg, stepping into a new experience. We've got a lot of that here. And handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. So there's definitely new opportunities and new things to look forward to. This is a moment to move through, but not rush through. Knight of Pentacles, like, be with this process. Make the most out of today instead of projecting to a greater future. Like, the future depends on what those great things are that you know, focus on today and give thanks for with the Cow Spirit. And yeah, it's all good. Don't forget your cord cutting, group 2. Very important, I do feel. But that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you would like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. I've also opened up initial kinesiology balances for people in my booking page, but that's only for people that are local that can make it to me here in the Redlands. Unfortunately, I'm not doing distance balancing yet, but I will offer that eventually. So yeah, if you're interested in a kinesiology balance, you can have a look at my calendar and book something there for yourself also. And yeah, I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the little blue, maybe glass pebble, perhaps. And so I wanted to say group 2. So maybe you're drawn to group 2 as well. If that's the case, have a look. But yeah, the little pebble, my son is the one who chooses the items for the readings if you're new here, and we build the reading off of that. And this little pebble, I asked him about it, and he said, I don't know, I just found it a long time ago and we haven't seen it for a really long time. And I wasn't sure what real meaning to put to it. And maybe it's that it just is. Maybe that's all it is. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just jump into your reading instead, group 3. So some of the energies here I can see is Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Libra, yeah, and Aquarius as well. So there's some strong energies here in the reading. Fixed signs, all of the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I think we already said most of them anyway. So yeah, could be part of your chart that's activated, could be someone you're dealing with, but it doesn't matter too much. Let's jump into the past energy for my group 3s. So in the past, we have the 2 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and Strength. Look at this. Menacing, I just heard, with the 2 of Swords. So there may have been a lot of confusion in the past for you with regards to making a decision to let go of something or someone. And it's a very hard decision for you to make in the past here. I don't know why I heard menacing. Maybe it's the menacing crows, the thoughts that sort of like they're pulling at her hair and pulling her this way and that way, and she's blindfolded and defenseless and doesn't know how to protect herself here in this setting. But here she's packed her bag light and she's left. So in the past there may have been something that was really messing with your mind and your stability and your peace, and I feel like I'm just getting a bit of a headache now when I connect to that. So something's really put a lot of pressure in your mind, and it's time for you in the past here to have the strength and the courage to remove yourself from that situation. I would say here with this traveling light 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords can be travel over water, but in this case I do feel like it could be that for you, but in this case I feel like it's more about, it doesn't even have to be leaving the location you're in, it's rather letting go and not plugging into things that are not good for you anymore. Traveling light and leaving the emotional baggage and the stress behind, and you've had to really put some boundaries in place to be able to do that, with the Strength card being there. And we've got this precious little lamb here in the depiction, so I feel like there's like a real softness to you. You're a very sweet person, you're a very kind and compassionate person, but when that's taken advantage of, the line will come out by the looks of this here. That's what I'm getting, that like it's time for you to actually show that you've got what it takes to protect your pride. Maybe someone's tried to like devalue you or diminish your pride or something like that, but you're actually stronger than you thought in this situation. Maybe you're doubting yourself as well. I feel like this is a really hard choice to make and you might still feel a little uncertain, but when I look at the next card, the 2 of Wands, it was the right choice to make, because this wand here in the past has nothing to offer you. There's nothing left here to offer you. There's nothing new that can come into this situation. But here you have the opportunity for literal world travel for some of you. You might be moving overseas or traveling away in the future. There's a lot of travel energy in this reading. Maybe you traveled to be where you are, but here you've got adventures. It doesn't even have to be travel like to relocate, but this is adventures. You're going in a new direction, and it's time for you to start looking forward to what that might hold for you. And it holds a lot of really good things. I do feel like there's a few things yet to be taken care of course, but you are on the path to something new. You're at a crossroads anyway. As you look ahead, you see the Knight of Pentacles, and so you know that the journey is going to be slow. It's not going to be happening overnight. Maybe there's certain changes but the journey ahead and how you get there, the plan, the path you're on, the goals you have, it's going to take some time still, and you're going to need to sit with it every single day and work towards it and chip away at it. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to have the opportunity to do that, to have some sense of direction at all. And have something to work towards, because I do feel like you are working towards something. But the Knight of Pentacles is very slow. And it's a matter of right now is just getting through the day. Maybe you feel like you're living day to day or week to week or something like that. Maybe it's financially, maybe it's mentally and emotionally. But just having a good routine. I'm just going to pull this card up early. Create a routine. Having a routine helps you limit procrastination and give you structure. I really feel like that belongs here in the immediate part of your week. So writing out what it is you're going to get done today and put it in order of your routine and get it done. or maybe it's broader in the sense of a week, maybe it's in the sense of a month. But when I look at this, I think it's daily. I think you need daily routines and to stick to them. So the night before, I'm getting, like, for some of you, it might be important for you to sit down with a cup of tea before you go to bed and think about the day you're going to have tomorrow. Because sometimes we can feel a little bit more ambitious the day before. And then when the day comes, we're like, oh God, I don't know if I can do that. That can happen. So I do feel like it's important the day before you sit down and write out the things you're going to do in order, and put the times of that you're going to do them as well, because something about that will give you more structure and focus. That may not be for everyone, but I do feel it's important for someone here listening today. And then as we progress into the week ahead, the Knight of Pentacles walks into Major Arcana zone with the Moon, Death, and the Magician. And when I see this combination, I immediately feel like, sorry if you can hear dogs going crazy outside. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes they have a big woofing session. I don't know if that's like relatable to you, like you trying to focus and there's like all this crazy fighting going on outside. It's actually kind of wild. They're settling down. They do woof at each other sometimes, but not like that. So maybe there's like something disturbing them. Anyway, maybe you've got something disturbing you. So what I see here in this combination is you shifting out of a certain vibration and out of a certain belief system that you may have had. This could be numerous beliefs and perspectives, perceptions, self-doubt, all of these things. You are doing a big inventory on the internal world to manifest the best outcomes for yourself. I see with the moon here, you may have been in the past repeating old subconscious patterns you didn't realize were just inappropriate survival responses or self-sabotaging in some way, and you may not have realized that, but there's something you're going through this week, and the way you're conducting yourself, the new direction you're taking, that makes you think, all right, what have I done in the past that didn't work for me, and what can I do differently this time around? Because you are creating a massive amount of change for yourself, and you are stepping into the driver's seat. You are manifesting. I got the goosebumps all up my legs just now. You are manifesting something very powerful. You are very powerful, I want to say. I definitely want to add that. See the power coming from this person's hand. A lot of you are energy healers. A lot of you are incredibly powerful at what you do. Very talented group 3. But there's some things in the past that have held you back from really moving into that potential, self-actualization. And this Death card is quite the portal as well. So this week, you're shifting parts of yourself that held you back. You may be moving through some deep emotions within all of this. This is a not easy energy, I would say. This is a little bit painful at times. There may be a lot of emotion coming up, but you're releasing that. So you're letting yourself shed those tears. You're letting yourself go through the motions, and you're identifying it and you're sending it love. Parts of yourself, you're sending yourself love and forgiveness. I see you really looking at yourself from a different light, and it's really beneficial. It is beneficial. It's not easy, but it is beneficial. And now from the Magician, we have the Four of Wands and Temperance next. So what have we got here? We've definitely got some good times and some dancing potentially for some of you, quite literally. But for a lot of you, this is about your home space, finding peace within the home space. Maybe you're moving home. Maybe you're looking for a new home. Maybe you are changing the way the home is set up. I was going to say it holds energy. So maybe there's something with your energy work that you're doing within the home space to create, like I'm getting like crystal grids and different things that you will know about that I may not know about, that you can do within your home space to subtly shift the energy, but it creates waves. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. I hope you do. I know what I'm talking about in one perspective, but there's so many other ways to do that one thing that I'm trying to touch on here. So you do it in your own way. But also time with good friends is important. Time within your community, catching up with your community. That may be what's up this weekend, or at the end of your week, you may be getting a chance to join with the people who mean a lot to you, to bring more healing in, to help you create more balance for yourself. There's a lot of balancing going on this weekend. I'm just like connecting to kinesiology students, but that's, that's because I'm a kinesiologist, and a lot of kinesiologists do watch this. So And that's all about creating balance in an awesome community, that's for sure. But yeah, I do feel like for a lot of you, this is about bringing peace and harmony into the home space, or shifting and changing things around home, or just landing, bringing more balance and harmony into yourself. Like you're ready for new adventures, you're ready for bringing new people into your life soon, or maybe even immediately for some of you. You're ready to go and make new friends, to change it up a little bit. Now, what's in the challenge for group 3 is we've got the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So there's been an ending here, an end of a relationship. It could be literal death. We have the death card in this reading, but for a lot of you, this is an ending, and you're looking out to the horizon and it looks very bleak or flat, plain lands, right? And then we have the Knight of Wands. So are you feeling like an ending was impulsive, or that you acted too quickly, or someone else acted too quickly to end things? Is that your challenge right now? Or is it the fact that things have ended, things looking bleak? How am I going to get that motivation and energy to push on forward with all I need to achieve and do? Are you dealing with people who are inconsistent and selfish? And is it that the challenge of trying to put an end to this selfishness? I'm not sure what it is, but there's definitely some challenge here with regards to ending cycles. Look, you've even got the World card in the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Swords is underneath that. I see the Two of Cups as well. So definitely something about a relationship ending, getting clarity, leveling up and leveling away from something perhaps quite immature. There's love there. I do see love here though. And there has been teamwork in the past. And someone pulls on your heartstrings. Someone knows the things to say to you, because I feel like you're a very empathic person. Very angelic. I feel like a gentleness. I'm just getting like protect her at all costs. He or she, sorry, but like, yeah, just there's someone saying protect her at all costs. Yeah, there's certainly, there's a lot of like people that care about you, and I don't know why that needs to come through or be emphasized right now, but you need to know that people do care about you and what you're going through. You don't have to go through things on your own. There are people that are willing to chat with you when it's heavy, but there's also people that are willing to dance with you and lighten the mood too. So whatever you need, I think you've got the people there for you. In the what will help with the challenge, a whole bunch came out, and I was going to put them back and try again for just 2 cards, please. That's usually all I want. And I'm just like, hold your horses. So I kept them. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups. We have Judgment and the Ten of Cups. So looking at these two here, there could potentially be, I was going to say this could, for some of you, it could be that there's 2 different people that are at odds at the moment. And I don't know what to say about that, because it quickly blurred away into these 2 people being yourself. And it's like, I'm seeing here a little bit of apprehension to just having a new beginning, to nurture this new seed that is, it's already got roots, you know, it's already been germinated, this new beginning here. It's here, it's in your hands. It's just a matter of nurturing it and doing what's required to keep it strong while it really takes hold into the earth and grows its strong stem to support it. So I feel like this is an important time for you to not be too dismayed. Like, by all means feel your feelings, but there's a lot of support for what's to come here for you. And there's a golden goblet right here full of magic. As soon as you're done, I guess, feeling apprehensive and low about a situation. I don't know, I hope I'm reading this correctly. I don't know if it makes very much sense for anyone, but those always remind me of bones and teeth and body structure and stuff, the pillars here on the Four of Pentacles. But anyway, maybe you've got something going on with bones, or you're learning about the body. But Four of Pentacles here, it's a time for you to really just look after yourself, to block out energies that want something from you, and unless it is just, you know, like, it's time for you to put yourself first a little bit here and ignore what other people are trying to feed you or tell you. yeah, there are situations that you're not feeling overly enthusiastic about, but just nurture this new beginning and you'll get where you need to go. I think it's time for you to really trust in spirit. The way this one fell out on top of all this was saying, I heard this little statement with it. It was like, and if they choose themselves, this is what they're going to get. And it was the 10 of Cups. And it's this beautiful situation here where these could be friends, they could be a couple, it could be a family, but they're watching their children grow and they're sitting on the rainbow, and the rainbow is usually a message of after the storm, right? So and look at this as well, this dancer that's like letting themselves be lurched out of their body. Their spirit is rising up out of the heaviness and the density of the human existence. So I feel like you are setting yourself free, but there's work to be done. Don't be dismayed. Don't let others take too much from you, or to take you off your path, or to convince you of anything that's not true. Know your own truth through your actions and through your choices. Cement your truth through your action and choices. I feel like there's a lot there. I think you already got the message though. I mean, block people if they need to be blocked, like physically, literally block their number if you need to. If that applies to you, then do so that it won't affect and tarnish this beautiful seedling you have growing here. But also don't be like, there's something like really with this 4 of Cups, don't be too disappointed about what's going on, because there's actually the 10 of Cups here within this cup. Feel the rainbow? That's that 10 of Cups coming in. So you've got something really good coming in for you. Don't be too disappointed about what hasn't worked out. Trust, trust, trust. So what you don't see coming is the Star, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. I love it. So there's hope renewal, a sense of goodness, feeling like things are aligning for you, feeling like the clouds are moving away so you can see what's coming. Like there's excitement in this card, but it's not here yet. It's because it's what you don't see coming, I guess. I feel like there's a sense of freedom coming for you, and a chance to really tend to your heart space and heal something that hasn't been able to be healed for a while for some reason. Maybe you've been too busy or focused on someone else, but now it's like your turn, and you're going to really turn all of that love back into yourself, and it's going to create miracles and wonders. I can really feel that. I do feel like group 2 reading for some of you, if you felt drawn, or maybe if you didn't, and you finish this reading, go back to the pick a card selection, and maybe group 2 will stand out to you like it didn't before. I do get that quite often. If only one card is standing out, but I still feel like I'd like more message, I can go back and then suddenly another group is standing out, and the one I'd just chosen is not at all, because I'd already gotten the message from it. But anyway, the Queen of Wands here, you're going to be getting your power back in a situation. Look at that seed take root. I really do believe that is the Ace of Pentacles, and it's now the Page of Pentacles. And you are attracting opportunities towards yourself. You're going to be attracting opportunities towards yourself because you're in a better vibration. You're feeling empowered. You're feeling powerful. You're feeling sexy, attractive. Whatever it is you need to feel, you're feeling it. You're embodying this really powerful energy. Another message for the energy healers as well. Maybe you're starting a business. Maybe you're sharing your work. Maybe you're becoming less afraid and you're ready to like be a leader and step up into the light and, you know, be seen. Do your magical earth work. Like a lot of you may consider yourself pagans or witches or people that, naturopaths, whatever. I mean, it's all the same thing. There's a lot of like earth medicine, plant medicine might be very important for you. Maybe getting an opportunity that's not for everyone, and take that or leave it. But I do feel like plant medicine might be really beneficial for some of you, and it's something that will cross your path. You won't need to look for it if it's for you. And in the outcome, it is a challenge. We've got the 5 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands. It's only a challenge in that it's like, it is what it is. And actually, there it is. It is what it is. Just a little piece of glass. It is what it is. It doesn't need to mean this, that, or the other. It just is what it is. And maybe that's the message from that. And that's what I'm seeing here. Actually, it matches the blue as well. So you are moving away from mental manipulation. See this squawking crow on the shoulder, and it's like, oh, I feel like you're sick of hearing someone's BS, or you're sick of having to deal with someone's mental instability, or just be dealing with the repercussions of someone else's choices. That is not for everyone, but definitely there. Yeah. And then with the Nine of Wands here, again, sick of it. It's guarded, it's wounded, I'm tired. But look how she holds this torch, and she's like, there's an expression on her face that, you know, I've said this before, it's like, mess with me now, you know, for lack of better words. So it's like, you're prepared for someone to come at you, potentially. You're prepared for another attack, maybe. You don't want to have to deal with it, but you're ready for it, and you're not going to be knocked down this time. There's something like that. It's like, you know, I'm going to stick to my guns, or I'm going to protect myself. But at the same time, we've got the Two of Pentacles in the center. It's like you're trying to juggle this sense of trying to, you know, nurture your heart and look after yourself and achieve these goals. I see you've got goals here, but also dealing with some other stuff all at once. Like, you might be feeling like you're drowning a little bit at the moment, just with all of it. And you're needing positive energies around you. You're needing people that tell you positive affirmations. You're needing positive affirmations. You're needing light-hearted people. I'm seeing like sunflowers and daisies and like really special, very light, like gentle touches. Like I think that's what you're needing at the moment. People around you that can see, not even just seeing where you're at and then applying gentleness. People that are just naturally gentle. Maybe you're needing that from yourself, to be gentle with yourself. But it does look like a challenge. It does look like a struggle. But like, mess with me now, you know. Three of Wands, looking to the future. Five of Cups, there is grief there. Devil, you will be tempted by a masculine energy to come back or something. Seven of Wands, you defend yourself and say no. Hermit, you're choosing to go your own path and love yourself. Ace of Cups, yeah, I love that. You do you. Don't let this be your authority, but that's what it said. Okay, so let's go into your oracle cards. You have, oh, that's like a nice flower as well, tulip. And even the flowers in this card, delight, like just these softness. See the softness of these cards, particularly this one. I just feel like that's for some, I don't know how you're going to bring that into your world, but start looking for it. The Persian tale tells of a labourer who fell in love with the princess. To deter him from pursuing his daughter, the king set him an impossible task. But upon seeing him near to completing it, the king told him that the princess had died. The workman, distraught, killed himself, and from his blood the first tulips grew. Don't let the lies of others deter you from achieving your goals. You know how capable you are. Even if others doubt you, don't be fooled by the falsehoods they spin to keep you from your greatness. Yeah. Like, that was in your reading too. I can see how that fits. Okay, makes more sense when I get to the reading of the oracles, and I'm like, okay, now I know what I was talking about. Okay, so Rosemary is here. Remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. I'm hearing loyalty to self, to the path ahead, to your goals. Loyalty to like some career choice or something, or loyalty. There's loyalty to being of service, but there's a plan to get there. I don't know. Anyway, rosemary is an aromatic herb closely associated with loyalty, devotion, and remembrance of the dead. The sharp, piney smell is clean, helping to clear away confusion and uncertainty. Rosemary's needles grow on woody stems, a strong core that is not easily broken. The rosemary card tells you to be faithful to what you hold sacred in your life. Whether that is your values, beliefs, people, or whatever you feel passionate about. Remember these things and honor them. Keep them in mind when making choices. Don't let the world sway you from your ideals. What do you hold sacred in your life? That's another message of like, you stay true to yourself. And that's this message back here too. Like it may like look like maybe cutting out their beliefs or someone's influence or presence in your life makes you feel sad or that you're missing out. And the seed you have is only so small to enjoy right now, but it's going to be magnificent. So yeah. All right. Delight. Delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee. Spend time with others. Go to a community gathering. Go Google what dance groups are in your area. Ecstatic dance or something. Just go let loose. Host a party. The joy you experiences will give birth to immense creativity and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others, and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't the time to be serious or buckle down and get to work. This is the time to be spontaneous and madcap. Do not make hard, fast commitments. Don't sign any legal documents, retrograde season, and don't make any pledges right now. Don't make any promises or you might not be able to keep them. Give yourself permission to have fun, lots of fun, especially in community with others. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, there's work to be done. I can see that here, but like, yeah, you're needing to balance that out. So you have giraffe here. What's interesting is I actually saw a giraffe, image of a giraffe, the card Thriving from this same deck, but I didn't take it because I don't know why. I just like, it didn't come out with the card exactly. I can't remember how I saw it, but I know that I saw it. And then I grabbed the next deck and it was this one. It was giraffe. I'm like, it wanted to be there. But the message of thriving from this deck, if I did keep it, was a message of from being able to see the higher perspective of a situation. But it's also a message of people that are strong and find strength and manage to muster strength from situations that other people it would cripple them, you know. It's that card comes for people who have got the type of strength that sees them through things that other people wouldn't be able to handle. So you are a very strong person. We have giraffe here though, with see the bigger picture. Giraffes stretch upwards to reach the treetops and look down from a high vantage point. When giraffe spirit appears, it is a sign to observe from higher view. In all aspects of life, it's time to stretch your neck out and broaden your view. Open your eyes to what others need or are experiencing and see the bigger picture you fit into. No matter how great your wisdom, knowledge, or experience, you don't want to overlook the details and connections that will help you better understand yourself and your circumstances. So stretch yourself. Look beyond what catches your attention at eye level and know that not everything is obvious as it might look to be. Spirit will bestow upon you a new perspective that might make all the difference. And I want to read the protection message as well in case you feel you're needing that right now. Are you sticking your neck out too far, reaching too high instead of looking around you to see the conditions on the ground? Your devotion to co-creating something new is admirable, but giraffe spirit is showing up to remind you that you have to look at the whole picture, not just those tasty leaves at the top of the tree. Perspective is necessary now, and it means checking in with what is going on around you and at your feet. Or perhaps you are ruminating over the worries of your world instead of paying attention to what you can do right now, where you are, and to bring the changes you would like to see. Align with your highest good and know that while perspective is important, transformation brings you where you are. Do not get so far up in the clouds thinking about all the big problems that you lose perspective and forget to do your part, however small it may be. To start enacting change for transformation begins with you. And that was something I was getting back here, in your week ahead, like with that moon, the death of major arcana moment you're having this week, where you're like really looking at things and how it didn't work in the past, and like, what can I do to make practical steps to be the magician, to create this lasting change, to manifest the life that you want to have. And I do feel like that can be very different from the life you've already have. So we've got the card Home Needs TLC. These are self-caring prompts that would be very beneficial this week, was to do some spring cleaning, get your home in order, redecorate, clean it or sage it, or maybe all of that. And then having a routine. We saw that as well. Maybe a cleaning routine. Every Monday I'm going to do this and whatever. So which one first? We'll do this one. We have the higher self messages. A whole bunch came out, so I took them all. So first you have, don't forget to fulfill your needs while helping others. Continue to make the most out of every open door. Good luck sometimes comes disguised as bad luck. The wheel will turn in your favor. Keep going. Rejection is for your protection. And there's a path you're meant to be on. Trust it. And then to finish your read, we have the Tea Leaf Oracle as well. And you had Fly with a period of ill health or depression. Scissors, disappointment in some affair. Angel, spiritual guidance and protection from harm. Fair Man, dealing or relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. And then Diamond, you'll be receiving a gift, or you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So I'll let you take what you want from the Tea Leaf Oracle. Yeah, because everyone's sitch will be very different for all of that. So I think it just reiterates what's already been said, truly. Okay, group 3, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that you have enjoyed and it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. I've also opened up initial kinesiology sessions, but that's only for people who are local to Brisbane, Redlands particularly, because they need to be, you know, here on the table for kinesiology. I'm not doing any online sessions for kinesiology yet, but they are open in my calendar. So if you're interested in a balance, then you can check that out as well. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3.